Whew. I don't know why I would start recording right after I get done walking up the stairs. Girl, I ain't the spring chicken I used to be, girl. Hello my loves, Cyn Doll here coming to you with another video, and in this video it is going down deep into the cortex of your hair, okay? Within the cortex of your hair, there are polypeptide chains, and these polypeptide chains run from the top of the hair shaft all the way to the bottom, and they are known as the alpha helix. They are spiral shaped, and the name they have given them is alpha helix. Now, these polypeptide chains are held together by bonds. These bonds are known as salt bonds, disulfide bonds, and hydrogen bonds. Within these three linkages, we have temporary linkages and permanent linkages. Now, the hydrogen bond is the temporary linkage, and the disulfide bond is that permanent linkage. The permanent linkage cannot be broken by water, whereas the temporary linkage can be broken by water, and that temporary linkage is the hydrogen bond. I really hope you guys are still with me. My nerd side is coming out, and I tried to take my glasses off because I'm not reading nothing, because when these is all, I'm a nerd for real. I'm trying. Now, understand, before you wash your hair, get it wet or anything like that, it is the hydrogen bond that is holding your hair together. Your hair in its natural unstretched state is called alpha keratin. Now, we have beta keratin. Beta keratin is where we set the style temporarily, and that small window between alpha keratin and beta keratin is where heat damage and breaking of the ends, those people who get their hair straightened, like I haven't straightened my hair in like 12 years, and then you straighten it and the ends are horrible. It's because within that middle ground, going from alpha keratin to beta keratin, they did something wrong. Most likely that was over manipulation. Your hair is only in beta keratin when it is completely dry and the style is completely finished. That means if you do a wash and go, you are literally walking around the world with your hair like in limbo, because your hair is like in between alpha and beta all day until it dries at some point, and that is where we have our problem. I'll explain more. In the beta keratin state, your hydrogen bond has been completely reformatted, and it has a completely new direction. It's like, okay, before we was curly, but now she reset us to straight. It has a completely different plan, but only once it's in beta keratin. Within that limbo space, it's just literally floating around. This is where heat damage comes, because remember, the hydrogen bond is the bond that links with the polypeptide chain next to it. So if you begin to manipulate the hair in any way, shape, or form before the hair is in beta keratin, you're confusing that hydrogen bond. And if the hydrogen bond is confused and never gets direction from the host, which is you, it remains in limbo and it never gets to beta keratin. So it's not in alpha, it's not in beta, it's just somewhere. And that is when your ends begin to break. That is where your hair is fragile, and this is where heat damage happens. Because understand that when you are blow drying the hair, you are manually taking the hair from its alpha keratin state to its beta keratin state. So if you are using a blow dryer attachment, okay, the teeth are this far apart from each other, and remember, your hair is made up of different polypeptide chains that are held together by three bonds, and at the time that your hair is wet, one of those bonds are broken and looking at you for direction. So if you just going like this to dry your hair, or if you have decided to use the blow dryer attachment, don't attack me, I'm just being real. The teeth are this far apart, and remember, you have a bunch of hydrogen bonds that are looking Like, I need to know where to link, where do you want me to go? And you're not telling it what to do. You're only able to get control and give a couple of strands of your hair direction, but understand all of the hydrogen bonds all over your entire head are broken and looking for direction, and there is no way you can give them all direction, especially with the blow dryer attachment. That is why I use the round brush, because the teeth are closer together, so I can manually manipulate the hydrogen bond to make it do whatever I want to do. Once the hair is dry, that is why the most important part of a silk press is the blow dry. I really hope it makes sense, because I feel like I'm getting too scientific, but I don't know. The silk press magic comes into play. People think that whenever a hairstylist puts on the little cap that is for the wow factor for the hair to fall out. No, it is to ensure that the hair is set in its beta keratin state a second time, okay? Because remember, heat opens the cuticle and cold air closes the cuticle. So even though I have the hair back in beta keratin, I have now opened the cuticle again when I put the flat iron on it. So to ensure, so I don't confuse the hydrogen bond at all, and so I don't confuse any of the other bonds in my hair, I am going to make sure I put myself or my client up under the dryer. I'm going to put some type of solution on there, not solution, I'm sorry, some type of oil to make sure the cuticle knows, okay, go this way. You are literally training your hair. Yes, the hair is dead once it comes out the follicle, but everything on your body is alive and living, and you have to treat it as such, okay? So like I said, that is when you're getting the hair in beta keratin. You're wrapping the hair around in a circle. You go under cool air, and in about 10-15 minutes times, depending on whatever the stylist preference is, your hair is 100% in beta keratin, and it will remain that way until the hydrogen bond is broken again. Okay, that is the science behind a silk press, behind a good silk press, and that is the science behind heat damage. Understand that heat damage is not this thing like if you touch a flat iron, like your hair is gonna crumble and die. No, that's not how it goes. If you learn the real process of how to do hair, and you don't just learn from YouTube University, even if you learn from a YouTuber, make sure it's somebody that you trust, somebody that you're really looking into. And if they don't talk about any of the science behind hair, then that should be a red flag for you. You guys understand, heat damage is not caused by people putting flat irons in their hair. Heat damage is caused by people putting flat irons in their hair before the hydrogen bond has linked to the polypeptide chain next door. Even with me making this video, you may agree with something that I said and you may not. If you don't agree, that's kind of special, because you're not really not agreeing with me. This is what you learned in cosmetology school, and this is what doctors teach you and dermatologists learn about the inner workings of the hair. So feel free to do as much research on the things that I mentioned as you need to. I left everything up on the screen for a reason, so go ahead and watch it again. If you have not done so already, make sure you are subscribed here to my channel, boop. And once you subscribe, make sure you click that bell notification so you are notified every single time I post another video. And lastly, I really need you guys to subscribe to my website, because there are some amazing things going on my website. I have this new one-on-one coaching group that I am in love with, and in this group I have so many different entrepreneurs that are ready to take their businesses to the next level, and it's free one-on-one coaching. Obviously, girl, it's only to a certain level, girl, because I do run a business. But so with this new project my students have called the brand code, there is a section of the brand code called the Elite, and with the Elite group you can come in there, you can shoot out your ideas, and I give you your first free business audit, okay? And it's pretty simple. We do it all up front, but it's great because I give it to you straight, no chaser. So if you want my real opinion on what the first steps should be with your business, then make sure you subscribe to my website and join the group. It is free and it is full of a bunch of people who are so amazing, encouraging, and ready to take their lives to the next level. So if you want to be in that number, girl, join the group, girl. It's easy. Just click around T on the link around T in the description. I see. Okay. I love you guys so much. I really hope this helped. If you want more videos like this, let me know in the comments below, and please let me know what you got from this. I almost forgot. I'm so extra. I decided that I wanted to create a form where I can collect data from you guys, because as you can see, I'm a nerd and I want to make sure that I'm always providing value. I'm not making these videos for myself because, to be honest, these are things that I already know if I'm telling you. So I want to be sure that I'm really giving you value. So if you have ever watched a video of mine, or if this is your first time watching a video of mine and you've gotten anything from me, if you learned anything from this video or one of my previous videos, it would mean everything to me if you would write me a testimonial character review on my website. Okay, it looks like this. Quite a few of you who have written in, and I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. But the more the merrier, you guys. I really want to turn this channel into something amazing. I want to be a resource for you that you can come to when you're having questions, that you feel like people are just like being funky and shady and won't answer them. Girl, I answer them. So make sure you leave me a testimonial review. I don't know what I want to call it. I don't know, an influencer review. I don't know, but leave one here, and I don't know wherever I'm gonna put it, but every link gonna be below. Okay, that's enough. Do y'all love me still, even though you know I'm a nerd now? Bye, girl.